Boom. Okay guys, hello, and welcome back to some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. We're on a new chapter now. Another Turnabout, eh? Now on Turnabout Beginnings, then I'm only one more after this one. Probably. The annoying in this one though, they never said the murder weapon. That's what I wanted to get. It's not even they didn't give it anyways. Here we go, Turnabout Beginnings, guessing it's an actor who died. Probably. Edward's got back. So. Anyway, so let's get to it. Might as well. The girl. Let her go. It is a movie, eh? Shut up. You can come closer. And I kill her, yep. Sorry. But you're not going to get the chance. Bang. Huh. Stunt double, maybe? Or if you're a mannequin, drop it off, right? It is a movie, there we go. I'm reading through the file of an old court case. It was the first case of my longtime mentor, Mia Fey. Fugitive data, picture. Name, Terry Falls. Charge, kidnapping, murder. Sentence, death penalty. Fugitive movements. After escaping, Falls met with, and then murdered, Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne. We captured on Old Eagle Mountain about 8 hours after his escape. Her very first client was a death row inmate who had recently broken out of prison. That was a whole year before Mia and I ever met. 6 years earlier, Mia Fey. First trial. No! No, I don't want to play as Mia. No! No, I wanted to play as Wright. I hate when I have to switch main characters, man. Well, mainly. I guess it wasn't that bad for Nier Automata, because, like, you know, you kind of already got the story of each character. Just doing it different perspectives. You know, and then they were actually all main characters. But like, Mia's already dead. I don't want to play her, man. I don't want to, whatever. February 16, 9:24 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. Ugh. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm going to die. I never should have accepted this case. Nah, it's a lot of tattoos. Ah. Good morning. Don't be so jumpy, Mia. Yeah. I didn't do nothing. I swear. I didn't kill nobody. Terry Falls, my first client. Sentenced to death 5 years ago, and now prison escapee. Just relax, Mia. Make small talk and try to relax him. So why did you escape anyway? Okay. I'm sorry. Oh. I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie. I didn't escape from nowhere. But, Mr. Falls, the police just recaptured you 2 days ago. Sorry. I told a little lie. Oh boy. But anyway, I didn't do it. I never killed nobody. Sorry for asking, but you're on death row, right? Okay. I'm really sorry. They sentenced me to die 5 years ago, but I was tricked, I tell you. That woman, she lied in her testimony. That's why I got the death penalty. I swear, I didn't kill her. I could never do that. 2 days ago, he escaped from the police wagon when it crashed. And then about 8 hours later, a policewoman was murdered before the police could recapture him. Yep. The police believe that Terry Falls did it. After you escaped, did you meet a policewoman? Yeah, I did. He's the reason I escaped. So that much is true. He did meet with the victim, but it didn't kill her. She was alive when I left. She was alive. It's true. I can trust him, right? I mean, I should. Huh. Oh! Godot, here he is, right now. Cheers, Godot, man. Gotcha. So this is gonna tell us who Godot is, I hopefully... Man. I don't want to play her, though. Well, whatever. This is Godot, though. You're not going to figure out the truth just by staring at that guy. At the guy. I'm surprised he's actually not wearing a mask. So he's wearing that on purpose to hide his identity. Why are you here? Why are you here? I came to see how our little kitten was doing all alone in the big scary lion's den. So he works at the same office as she did. The fat guy's office, yeah, gotcha. I thought maybe you'd like someone to play with. Where's Mr. Grossberg? Yeah, there's the name. Yeah, that old man is probably still in bed. I bet he's clutching an empty bottle and mumbling in his sleep. Aren't I good enough? After all, it's me, Diego Armando. AKA Godot. Don't know how Godot comes from Diego Armando, but sure, shoot. I didn't say. So, Diego Armando, the finest attorney at Grossberg Law Offices, is here for me. No, you've got it all wrong. Today, you're the finest. After all, it took an amazing amount of guts to take this case. Imagine, an escaped death row convict for her first client. Yeah, thanks. I sure wish I could get out of it though. Yeah, Relax. I just heard some good news. The prosecutor for today is fresh out of his diapers as well. Really? However, unlike a certain somebody who I won't mention, it's gonna be Edgeworth, I know it. He's earned the reputation as a genius since beginning his law career. Genius, so no. Well, it's about time to head and hit him. Why do I have to say that? Sharpen those claws of yours. It's go time. It's go time, eh? A solitary confinement cell for the condemned must be the world's loneliest place. Probably. And that's what my client ran away from. Every other lawyer gave up on him, but not me. When I saw those overflowing eyes and heard that simple, childlike voice, I just had the feeling that he was telling the truth. Why am I playing as Mia? She's already dead. I don't want to play as a dead person, man. Yeah, whatever. February 16, 10 AM. District Court, courtroom number 4. On a complete different tangent, you know what was good about today? 7-Eleven day. Everyone's like the different 7-Elevens all get like the free cup, right? Go to one, get a free cup, go to another, free cup. Yeah, pretty good. Sadly, there aren't too many around here, but still got a few. Hey, it's this judge, hey. He's aged quite well. He looks the same. Court is now in session for the trial of Terry Falls. The defense is ready, Your Honor. He does look a lot younger. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. I understand the lawyers for both sides are newcomers. Yes, Your Honor. I'm Mia Fey. Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor. So, you're the new prosecutor everyone is talking about, eh? They say you joined the prosecutor's office at quite an early age. At 20, Your Honor. I guess our little kitten hasn't earned herself much of a reputation yet, oh. Come on, Mia. You can't lose it. Not to someone younger than you. Young people running the trial. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Nothing. The defendant in this case is currently a felon on death row. 2 days ago, he escaped from a police wagon. Is that correct? Precisely. But the defendant is not on trial. For escaping prison. On the day that the defendant escaped, a policewoman was murdered, yep. So we're here to determine if Mr. Falls was responsible for her death. Here it is. You got it, kitten? Why that word? It's whatever, it's fine, guys. Well then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's hear your opening statement. Yes, Your Honor. It was 5 years ago. The defendant, Terry Falls, was sentenced to death in this very court. His crimes were kidnapping, extortion, and murder. The girl he threw off the bridge was only 14 years old. A truly horrible crime, I remember it well. There was no decisive evidence, but the trial was long and protracted. Wait, if there's no evidence, how the heck does he get tried? Correct, but in the end, what finally decided the case was a certain witness's testimony, yeah. A witness's testimony. Hearsay. That's just hearsay without any evidence, man. The testimony of Detective Valerie Hawthorne, the person who confronted this criminal. She arrested Mr. Falls at the scene and later testified against him. She said she witnessed Mr. Falls throw his young victim into the river. Poor dude. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. So Miss Hawthorne's testimony was the one that put him away. That policewoman you just mentioned, that wouldn't be, exactly, the victim. The same woman that was killed 2 days ago. Police Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne. Aha. I see. The man who was sentenced to death based on her The man who was sentenced to death based on her testimony escaped 2 days ago, with only one thing on his mind: to take revenge against the woman who convicted him. Aha! The truth is becoming clear to me now. Oh. Yes, aha. It's quite obvious that the defendant is guilty. Hey, you can't say that, man. You're biasing the jury. Wait a minute. That's not right. Actually, no jury here. Should there be a jury? Yep. Is there? Nope. At least hear the case before you decide on the outcome, Your Honor. Watch yourself, Miss Faye. I'm not sure I care for your word choice or your tone of voice. Young people these days simply don't know how to respect their elders. Why you? You're even younger than me, you hypocrite. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, please call your first witness. I call the detective who was in charge of the initial investigation of this case. Gumshoe. I guess he aged well, but it's the exact same. Witness, state your name and occupation. Gumshoe. Richard Gumshoe. I'm the homicide detective in charge of the case, sir. I finally got promoted to the detective division half a year ago. I don't believe anyone asked you about that. Hey, ma'am, you got any idea how much work it was? You got to... No, hey, ma'am, you got any idea how much work it takes? What is it? You're really gorgeous. Excuse me? No, seriously, my heart is aching for you. Oh. Detective, pull yourself together and try to be professional. Otherwise, I'll write you up on contempt so quick that something other than your heart will ache. Your wallet? Okay, I got it. Yep, sure. Now, detective, tell us about the incident. Yes, sir, right away. The victim was Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, a veteran on the police force. Here we go. Yeah. He was stabbed in the back with a knife and died from excessive blood loss. That much is already stated in the autopsy report. The court would like to hear more details about the incident itself. Yes, sir. I gotcha. Okay, let's take a look at this aerial map of the area here. This is a sketch of Dusky Bridge, an old suspension bridge, yep. And the river that runs under there is Eagle River. The victim and the defendant met there, on top of the bridge. Wait, they met on the same place as well. After stabbing her in the back, the killer carried the victim back to his car. He was recaptured at the police checkpoint as he was trying to make his getaway, sir. I see. Dusky Bridge added to the court record, yep. Was the victim's blood found on the bridge? The victim, Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, was wearing a thick coat, sir. Unfortunately, no traces of blood were found on the bridge. Then how do you know what happened at the bridge? Mr. Edgeworth, I warned that I absolutely despise conjecture. If there was no blood on the bridge, then you have no proof that they even met there, Your Honor. If you would listen to the testimony we have prepared, I'm sure you'll be convinced. The two of them most certainly did meet on the bridge that day. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm not sure I like you, wagging your finger at me as though I were some hoser. Detective, proceed with your testimony. This judge has much more of a stick-up, a stick-up his butt compared to the other one. It's more of a pushover. Although I would say this one's probably better. Yes, sir. Here we go, Mia. Hang on. Okay, now, listen carefully, kitten. One little mistake, and this guy will drink you for morning tea. Trust me and get ready. Tea, not coffee. Armando, Diego, you changed quite a bit, heck. Summary of the incident. On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet. Sergeant Hawthorne went to Dusky Bridge at the designated time and met with Mr. Faust. And that's where she was brutally murdered, sir. The criminal stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. Mr. Falls was arrested at a police checkpoint. We set up at the base of the mountain. Well, we certainly have established the importance of the bridge. Naturally. Now, would the defense please hurry up and proceed with the cross-examination? Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination. Coming right up. Hey, settle down there, kitten. If you keep trembling like that, you're gonna make me spill my coffee. Oh, it's coffee, not tea. I'm no, trembling. It's just cold in here, yeah. The courtroom can be a cold battlefield, alright. Especially for a beginner. I don't need you to worry about me. I mean, the defendant, the witness, everyone's a beginner here. In here. Huh. You got me there. But maybe you should keep your calls out and show them what you've got, kitten. Man. It's okay, Mia. Stay calm. Just remember those court procedure videos you stayed up all last night watching. Ah. So Diego, aka Godot, blames us for Mia's death. I gotcha. Just remember those court procedure videos you stayed up Just remember those court procedure videos you stayed up all last night watching. Yeah. Summary of the incident, yeah. I won't be punished for pushing, so we're gonna push, yep. This unknown person. You have no idea who it might be, right? Sorry, but I'm afraid I do. What? The one who called Sergeant Hawthorne was a defendant, Terry Falls. What? The defendant? The defendant called her. Sergeant Hawthorne was a very thorough person, sir. He left a note about a phone call with Mr. Falls. A note. Yeah, a top-secret memo that she left in her desk. Victim's note added to the court record. Confidential police materials written by the victim. According to this note, it seems the one who called her to the bridge was indeed the defendant, Terry Falls. Whose bird idea was it to keep that note from me? Charlie Edgeworth, yeah. Looks like the judge is even more sure of his verdict now. Listen up, never ask a question if you don't already know the answer. It's that detective's fault. He's the one that said unknown person. Hey now, don't make that face at me. I just said it that way because the prosecutor told me to. Was that a trap? I still need the evidence, man. With that cute face, I didn't expect him to be so sneaky. Sergeant Hawthorne went to Dusky Bridge at the designated time, which is 1. A bridge up in the mountains. But why meet there? Because it is a very important place to the defendant, and that's why. What do you mean by that? If you remember, 5 years ago, the defendant kidnapped a young girl. He was chased onto a bridge, and it was there that he killed his hostage. And the place where all of this occurred is, of course, Dusky Bridge. The very place where Sergeant Hawthorne arrested and handcuffed Mr. Falls, yep. Returning to the scene of the crime. How nostalgic, yep. Was the body of the victim discovered right away? Yeah, we were really on the ball. We found the criminal within 1 hour of the murder. It was great. We even got to say, don't move. We've got you surrounded. Wait a second. Isn't there something weird about that? The location was a suspension bridge up in the mountains. So how did they find out about the crime so quickly, yeah? Sergeant Hawthorne must have mentioned the phone call to someone else, right? If that's what had happened, then she wouldn't have been killed. Never mentioned the phone call from Mr. Falls, but she left a note on her desk about it. If only I had noticed it earlier. Maybe she'd still be alive. I wonder why she didn't mention the phone call to anyone. Yeah, I'm wondering as well. Always good to save here and there. 4 and 5. Yay, Falls for 30 PM at that bridge. Wear a white scarf for identification. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Dahlia, eh? Push again. Mr. Falls had a car then. Well, that bridge is way up in the mountains, ma'am. The defendant and the victim both went up there by car. I mean, how else, right? What? You mean the defendant drove his own car? No, no, no. Of course not. It was stolen. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light. Car thieves. I'm not sure how I feel about car thieves. Is this guy sure about how he feels about anything? Yeah. This is a photo of the stolen car's trunk, yeah. Naturally. That's the body of Valerie Hawthorne in there, yeah. It's stolen car, eh? Whoa, that. That doesn't look too comfortable. Crime photo added to the court record, yeah. The victim, she was stabbed in the back, correct? Yeah. Yeah. For some reason, men always seem to get stabbed in the back. We're talking about a woman here, yeah. You can't tell from this photo, but the knife was stuck in her back, nice and firm. The condition of the body when it was discovered is very important information. Detective, was there anything strange or noteworthy in the trunk of the car? Here's a photo of the trunk, but I don't see anything strange, do you? Anyway. I do. I actually do, yeah. What did the defendant have to say about this photo? But he always says, ma'am. I didn't do it. I didn't do nothing. That's all he says. Nothing. I wouldn't say he did nothing. At the very least, we know he stole a car. It's just what he always says, Your Honor. And then he always says... Sorry. I told a little lie. Or something like that. Well, in any case, it seems he was caught and arrested, precisely. I actually do see something strange, yeah. This evidence establishes that the defendant is lying, right? Didn't work. But there is something strange, man. Look at it. If dude stole the car, he would have had keys. This was stuffed in after. Sorry about that. That certainly is some impressive police work. Well, no. Actually, it was way too close for comfort. We set up that checkpoint just after 5 PM. We figured that Mr. Falls might just try to run. What do you mean, it was too close for comfort? The two of them arranged to meet at 4:30 PM, and it takes approximately 30 minutes to go from the bridge to the checkpoint. That was kinda close. Any later and Mr. Falls could have slipped right by. Listen up, kitten. There's a big trap waiting for you in that testimony. A trap. Walk into it carelessly and it'll leave more than just a flesh wound. Fun, huh? No, it's not. Well, if you want to have any chance at all, you'd better get some more information. And if you're going to get caught in a trap, it's best to get caught early. You can always look for contradictions afterwards. The ever-famous contradictions. I sure hope I can find some of those, yeah. Evidence we have, huh? Hawthorne, Diego Armando, Miles Edgeworth, 20. And Gumshoe, who looks kind of the same. Okay, the unarmed person, yeah. Now that. If I into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. But I do, yeah. I do see something strange, which is why I really do wanna. What did the defendant have to say? Yeah, didn't do nothing, yep. Didn't do nothing, yep. Yeah, nope. Well. Still there, over there. Fuck to Dahlia. Okay, yeah. There's something, but for some reason I can't press it. Don't know why. Was the body of the victim discovered right away? Yeah. We were running the ball. Found the criminal within 1 hour of the murder. It was great, yeah. Yeah. Huh. That's what happened, that she wouldn't have been killed. Just have to note, yeah. Don't know what that screaming was, but whatever. Yeah. Dusky Bridge. I don't know about that. Falls 4:30 PM at that bridge where white scarf for identification. Hey, wait, yeah. I actually do see something strange, yeah. Probably a trap, but you know what? Probably a trap, but whatever. Witness. Yo, what is it? Do you have something to say, Miss Faye? I'm sorry, I totally forgot what I was going to say. This is the first time I've ever had to actually address someone like that. You should have practiced before coming to court, honestly. Miss Faye, I'm not sure I like this. Say there, little kitten. Want a piece of my coffee candy? Candy. Well, you're still too young to be drinking real coffee. Come on, Mia. Shake it off, you're a lawyer. Detective. Yes, ma'am. This photo. You said that there was nothing peculiar about it, is that correct? Yeah, that's what I said. Well then, I suggest you take another look at the note written by the victim. The note. It very clearly says, wear a white scarf for identification. The caller must have forgotten what the victim looked like. Thus, this special request. I have one very simple question for you, detective. Where is the white scarf? I can't seem to find it in this photo. Well, to be honest, we didn't find it in the trunk, ma'am. And you stopped there. You should have looked for it. Urgh. The caller told her to wear it to identify herself, so I'd expect she did just that. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do you have to say about this? It's a trap. I see the defense is a little lacking. Oh, the scarf you were searching so desperately for. Is it this one, perchance? No, that's not white, that's blue. Huh. Where did you find that, sir? On Dusky Bridge. I was there first, and decided to conduct my own investigation. Why? Why didn't you tell me? I made a decision to keep all pieces of evidence in my personal satchel. It's the safest place I know. That hotshot sure has a flair for the dramatic. He's cheating. It'd be non-real. Oh no, man! You can't hide evidence from the defense, man. Now, whatever. It's not exactly white as the caller requested, but as you can see, it's close enough for what it was intended for. It looks like it spent some time in the mud. Not surprising. It was drizzling on the mountain that day. Prosecutor Edgeworth. He was intentionally hiding that scarf the whole time. The court will accept the scarf into evidence. Scarf added to the court record, yep. Now, if the attorney for the defense is finished embarrassing herself, I'd like to move on with the testimony. That is alright with you, isn't it, Miss Faye? Boy, would I like to wrap this scarf around his smarmy little neck. Smarmy. Neck is smarmy, yeah. Define smarmy. Ingratiating and wheedling in a way that is perceived as insincere or excessive, ah. Oh. Smarmy. An overly flattering and fake person, ah. Very good. Now, if we're done with this mud-covered scarf business, the prosecution moves to establish conclusively and with hard evidence that Miss Hawthorne and Mr. Falls did indeed meet on that bridge that day. Further, we will show exactly what occurred there. That sounds quite promising. I can't wait to hear all about it. Everything is moving out as a web. Don't forget, kitten. There is a reason why everyone considers this kid a genius, yeah. A genius, huh? They gotta be so dumb to catch him off guard, yeah. Events on Dusky Bridge. Actually, there's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place, Dahlia. This photo was accidentally taken by the witness. It shows Vic wearing the scarf, sir. It was drizzling that day, unfortunately. It's a little hard to see what's going on. Don't really see anything strange here, Rain. No mud on the scarf though, no mud on the scarf. Can't tell if she's wearing shoes or not in that one. Wearing a hat here. No hat, so it's missing a hat as well. She's missing a hat, she's missing a scarf. Same jacket though. Okay, it was drizzling that day. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to see what's going on. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. That must have been when the scarf fell off. Looking at this photo, you really get the sense that this bridge is very high up. Yeah. Although I'm thinking your man. He has to carry that ball and chain as well. And I can't even see a murder knife here at all. You really get the sense that this bridge is very high up. It is about a 40-foot drop from the bridge to the Eagle River down below. Mr. Edgeworth, who took this photo anyway? Dahlia, right? Let's just say that it was a well-intentioned third party. Aha, a potential witness. So why isn't this person in the courtroom? Well, they said they absolutely did not want to testify. The person in question is very delicate, Your Honor. Besides, as long as we have this photo, we see no reason to compel them to testify, yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Witness's photo added to the court record, yep. So, as you can see, Harry Falls had both the motive and the opportunity. I think it's quite clear at this point what happened on that bridge. Aha, the truth is becoming clear to me now. Oh. Yes, it's quite obvious. He's clearly guilty. No, not again. That's not fair. I haven't even done my cross-examination yet, yeah. What do you mean, Event on Dusky Bridge. Who is this eyewitness? He's a college student. A female college student. That's right. Meaning she's female and a college student, ma'am. She doesn't do well in front of... She doesn't do well in front of other people. So I came to testify for her. Maybe so, but as the attorney for the defense, I have the right to cross-examine her. For the time being, we're not relying on the witness's statement, that is all. Whoa, what is that supposed to mean? The prosecution has other, more decisive evidence, yeah. Our case doesn't rest on the vague testimony of a female college student. A female college student, eh? It means she's female and a college student, sir, yeah. If you absolutely must hear her testimony, you'll have to give us a good reason why. Please tell us about the more decisive evidence in question. Yeah. This photo, yeah. The victim is wearing a scarf in that photo, alright. So, about the witness who took this photo. What was this person doing all the way in the mountains? She was taking photos of wildflowers, apparently. While it's raining. There are many unusual types of flora on that mountain, Miss Faye. It'd be cool to live near a mountain. People in the area say it's because of the spirits that live there. You can imagine, like, living in, like, a forested area. I think it'd be pretty cool. People in the... except no internet, that'd be kind of bad. People in the area say it's because of the spirits that live there. This is spirits. Now that you mention it, this photo. This cloudy fog-like thing. Is it a ghost? Is it a ghost? I don't believe it. No, Your Honor, no. I don't think it's a ghost. Drizzling, huh? That's right. There was a light rain coming down. The whole place was dreary. But not as dreary as the moon that's in this courtroom right now. Haha. There's a problem with this photo, though. If he pushed, she wouldn't be on... He pushed, she wouldn't be on her back. She'd be on her front, and then the stabber wouldn't be on the front, but whatever. Looks like a cold front just moved in. In any case, yep. The point is that the area was quite damp. There was even some fog. I even slipped and fell while I was on the bridge. It was really something, yeah. It may or may not work. Nope, guess not. Fine. Is that part of the witness's testimony as well? Of course it is, yeah. He pushed the victim hard in the back and she fell down right on her stomach. I remember that happening once myself. It was really brutal. Are you talking about seeing someone get pushed? Or were you the one getting pushed? Or does it mean that you pushed someone down like that once? Was his mind-boggling tales in the way he said brutal? I wonder if he's Canadian. Brutal. Brutal. Yep. You're right. Wait. If you pronounce it brutal. Say brutal. No. I wonder if he's Canadian. Save your naps so you look for the right person. Take a look. Poor baby. The court record seems to have wet itself. Hey, watch where you spill your coffee. The court record, huh? So in other words, there was a struggle between the criminal and the victim, huh? That's what the witness said. Well, it looks like she didn't remember about the scarf. But from what she said, it sounded like a pretty violent fight, ma'am. The area was wet from rain. The bridge was probably wet too, which would explain why the scarf was all covered in mud, but... There's something about this testimony that's still bothering me. Talk about a surprise. I had no idea there was a photo. So what do I do? You really still believe in him? Mr. Crybaby, I mean. Of course I do. You're the little kid that believes in fairy tales, huh? In that case, the answer is obvious. If what you believe is the truth, that means that somewhere hidden in that testimony is a contradiction. One huge contradiction waiting to be discovered. That's your chance. Nope. Well, I mean, it's definitely our client. 30 feet, yeah. What about the hat? What about the hat? Yeah. Fortunately, it's a little hard to see what's going on. Yeah, I can't really do much about that. Criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Look for a contradiction. Somewhere in this here. I mean, it does appear it was drizzling here, Eyewitness here, accidentally taken by the witness, Yeah, I can believe it's the same scarf, Falls Trunk's car. But he was holding his ball and chain. That must have been when the scarf fell off. But it's wrapped around. I mean, look, it's wrapped around. I don't think it'd fall off with a shove. I'm wearing the scarf, Yeah, an eyewitness, yep. Shows the victim was wearing the scarf. Drizzling. Shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Okay, I'm assuming she takes a picture from here or whatever, right? Or here. Which means her back would never be to the victim, yeah. No, because there's mud. There wouldn't have been mud on the bridge. Nope. Okay, let's think harder then. Yeah, okay, yeah. Eyewitness, sure. Accidentally taken by the witness, Yep. Okay, where's the hat? 'Cause the hat's not there as well. Scarf wasn't there and the hat wasn't there. It's quite peculiar, yeah. Drizzling, yeah. Drizzling, huh? Well, plays jury. Wait, damn. Shut the victim down. But he never would have been from behind. I guess maybe depending on where it was shot from, right? It was shot here, right? Which means that her back's looking to the... She was like, she got on the bridge first, waiting for him. So he's here. He would turn around, he... It don't work, man. Gotta find it. Gotta find it, I already shoved this A. Brutal, yep. Yeah, brutal, I know. Feel like we're... Record A. I'm showing that she'll push from the... I'm showing that she wouldn't be able to get pushed from the back. Okay, maybe if I, do this instead. Nope. Also, why don't I have an attorney's badge? Oh, I do, never mind. We're 30, we're a white scarf. I think there's another contradiction here, man. The hat. Dahlia. There's something I'm missing, probably something obvious here. Eyewitness who was there. Okay, accidentally taken by the witness, hey. Hair color suit. Statement say attire. The attire does suit. It's a little hard to see what's going on. You haven't even carrying a weapon though, it's much to my knowledge. You could use a ball or whatever to smash. There's something I'm missing here. Or something super simple as well. Criminal shoves the victim down from behind. So, victim was right here. Killer was here. When would... She wouldn't have her back to him, man. Yet for some reason I can't get it to work. Fine. He was there when it took place, Wearing the scarf, let's see, this, wearing a scarf in that photo, alright, so, about to witness the chick's photo. Yeah, wildflowers, yep. Gotta try figuring something, Gotta try figuring something out. Yeah. So in other words, there was a struggle between the victim and criminal. Between the criminal and the victim, Well, it looks like she didn't remember about the scarf. Yeah. The area was wet from rain. The bridge was probably wet too. Which would explain why the scarf was all covered in mud. No, what doesn't mean mud? Something about this testimony that's still bothering me, huh? Yeah, talking about a surprise. I had no idea there was a photo. This is what the... Yeah, I believe, yeah. Eyewitness, yep. And they're gonna say who they are. Criminal shoved the victim down. No, because it would have been on the bridge. Oh, but there ain't mud on her attire. There ain't mud on her. So at the time of the crime, there was a light drizzle coming down, correct? Yeah, and fog too. Just a generally soggy atmosphere. There we go. Well, I have evidence that doesn't go with the soggy atmosphere. But this is a photo of the victim's body that was found in the car trunk, yeah. Considering the conditions at the scene of the crime, something isn't right. Yeah. Well, by all means. Please enlighten us as to what isn't right. What is it about this photo of the trunk that doesn't fit with the conditions of that day? You're saying there's no mud. Naturally, the answer is right here. The victim's coat. As far as I can see, there is nothing strange about it. That's exactly what's strange. Recall the testimony. What were the conditions on the bridge that day? It was drizzling and foggy. Dusky bridge was all wet. I'm not thinking that he couldn't have even shoved her on the front side from this position because he would have been closer to the car. If you look at the map. He was here. Victim was here. Victim, there's nowhere to go. They would never look over here. They were looking here. They look this way. But then I've got pushed in the back ever. On top of that, the hat's not there as well. Whatever. It was drizzling and foggy. Dusky bridge was all wet. If the victim really had fallen down on her stomach on top of the bridge, then the front of her coat should have been covered in mud. That's exactly right. No, I mean, if no one's been using that bridge, there shouldn't even be mud on it, but whatever. That's exactly right. The other day, I fell down a muddy street and my gorgeous playoff beard was befouled. Yep. I do admit that the crime scene was quite wet that day. However, that doesn't mean that the top of the bridge itself was muddy, yeah. If Your Honor had fallen in the shower instead of on a muddy street, the glorious hockey beard, pride of the legal league, would be wet but not muddy. And the scarf wouldn't be muddy as well. Fortunately, I have yet to test that. Still, your point is well taken. Can you prove that the surface of the bridge was muddy that day? According to Gumshoe's testimony, yeah. The surface of the bridge, huh? A real man wouldn't stand for a taunt like this. Neither would a real woman. Yeah, sure. Of course I can. Here is the evidence that proves the surface of the bridge was muddy. Had a minor hold up or whatever. The evidence is this scarf. It should be obvious. If the scarf fell onto the bridge and got this muddy, it means that the bridge was obviously covered in mud. No, I can't be outwitted by this novice bimbo. Hey, same to you, buddy. Oh, bimbo, hey. Oof. This phase assertion makes perfect sense to me. I do admit that there appears to be a contradiction between the condition of the victim's coat and her scarf. However, the real question is, why is there a contradiction, huh? For every contradiction, there exists an explanation. Let's look at what the explanation in this case may be, shall we? Alright. It's not like he's really giving me a choice here, yeah. Ha. You're doing pretty well. Poor little kitten. Mr. Armando. Diego Armando. No matter what he says, a contradiction always comes down to a lie. It's either the victim discovered in the trunk, the witness's photo showing the defendant and the victim, or the witness's testimony that stated she saw the moment of the murder. Just relax and think it over. It's pretty simple, isn't it? Yeah. The photos can't be faked, so it has to be the victim or the witness's testimony. Yeah. The false evidence. It's one of those three. Yep. What you said just now. I'm not sure I like that. That wasn't me, Your Honor. It was a coffee aficionado over here that said it. This court is not in the habit of accepting false evidence, you know. Blame it on him, Your Honor. He's the one trying to slip false evidence into court. But we won't let him. We'll expose his evidence as a flimsy scam it really is. Yes. The false evidence in this case is, witness's testimony, yeah. It is a no-brainer. Obviously, it's a witness that's suspicious, yeah. During his earlier testimony, the detective pointed out a crucial fact. The criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Now, is that testimony exactly what the witness claims to have seen? Yeah. That's what the witness told us, yep. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. That testimony is filled with holes. After all, the victim's coat isn't dirty at all. That's true. Yeah. It's not just true, it's the truth, yeah. If there was a truly decisive witness in this case, I'm certain that boy Wonder over there would have called them in the first place, yeah. Your Honor, the defense requests to cross-examine the eyewitness. The testimony presented far is not only vague, but contradictory as well. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, it appears that we'll need to hear from your mystery witness after all. You should brace yourself for the brutal truth. The brutal truth, yep. Your Honor, the prosecution has no intention of hiding the witness from the court. We are prepared to present our witness at any time. Very well. Please bring forth your witness at this time. What Mr. Edgeworth said kind of worries me, yeah. What does he mean by the brutal truth? Yeah. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Now, let's proceed with the testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, please go right ahead. Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution summons the woman who saw the events that day with her very own eyes, Dahlia. This is it, Mia. The battle begins here. Witness, what is your name and occupation? Oh. It's Evil Lady again. Wait a second, I lose this case. Wait. I don't want to do this, but wait, I know I lose. Wait, hold up. Hold up. I know I can lose. I know I lose. Why the heck do I want to do this one? I know I lose. I remember they mentioned it the last time they made me do one of me that she lost this case. I don't want to do a losing case, man. Yeah, whatever. Everyone is so silent that I can hear their hearts going pitter-patter. Oh, when I look at you, how can I put it? You look as scrumptious as a double and a dozen donut holes. I feel like I want to hurry up and hand down a verdict just to have a bite. Hey, not so fast. As I said before, this witness is very sensitive and delicate. I would ask the court to please exercise care when addressing her. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. You are a true gentleman. Miss Faye, you could learn a lot from this man. If he's such a gentleman, he sure doesn't act like one to me. Sir. Yes, my dear. This is my first time, so I'm sure I'll make a lot of mistakes. Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the trouble I might cause. Not at all. It's no trouble at all. Wait, so are we gonna find a flaw? And we're gonna help the guy who was, who's the death sentence or whatever? Because normally death sentences take quite a while to get carried out. So maybe we're gonna revisit this case again. Maybe. Because I know I lose. Not at all. It's no trouble at all. Now then, may we please have your name and occupation? My name is, Melissa Foster. No, it ain't. I'm a college student. A freshman in the literature department. You were on the scene when the unfortunate event occurred, correct? And you were the one who took this photo. Is that accurate? Yeah. Well, how can you be so mean? Now see here, what are you doing shoving that in her face like that? Oh. But it's just a photograph. It's not like it's something dangerous. Next time I'll be forced to penalize you. Oh, I don't like the turn this is taken. Is she staring at me? And you would be... Oh, I'm the defense attorney. My name is Mia Fey. I see, sweet. So you are... Now then, young lady, could you please give us your testimony? Yes, Your Honor. I'll do my best. The witness's photograph. I was using my camera to take some pictures of wildflowers then. I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly, they just started fighting. That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. And right after that, I called the police, yeah. By the way, where were you standing when the incident occurred? I believe the map would be of help here. Here. Oh. I was standing right over here. I was standing in a beautiful field, surrounded by tall cliffs. So you took the photo from that location, eh? I brought the camera I was using at the time. Just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me to, Oh, what a cute camera, just like its owner. Camera added to the court record. Melissa Foster took the witness's photo with this. A small but powerful model. I know I'm gonna lose, I don't want to do this one. No fair. I want to skip it, Because I know I lose this case, man. I know. Because Edgeworth was undefeated. And I know Mia loses this one from the first episode, man. Oh, whatever. Alright then, Miss Faye. Time for your cross-examination. But I warn you, make the witness cry again, and you'll feel the wrath of my gavel. Witness's photograph, yep. Yep. Oh no, that's a crucial moment. That's not the crucial moment at all. Witness, when you said you took a photo of the crucial moment, is this what you meant? All I can see in this photo are two people facing each other, yeah. You testified that you saw the two of them starting to fight. Normally that's the kind of thing we would refer to as the crucial moment. Why haven't you presented a photo like that? Well, you see, the photo we presented was the only one there was. And that's not crucial. But if you really wanted to capture the crucial moment, then what happened next? You must have taken a photo of it. Cool. My apologies, young lady. But Miss Faye's assertion is not without a certain amount of merit. Hey, that's right. He can't certainly downplay a situation, can't he? I'm sorry. I'm a very bad girl. I used it all up. The film, I mean. Ran out of film. This photo was the last one. What? Suspicious. Unfortunately, that is the truth. I personally examined all of the photographs she took that day. All the other photos are of the witness herself, playing among the wildflowers. So beyond delay. The witness herself, and who took the photos, He has a tripod. Well, you see, a camera has a timer feature built into it, yeah. There it is, yep. So, you took photos of yourself. I remember taking some photos of myself once too. Please, no details. It seems that Miss Faye's assertion was not so decisive after all. Oh wait, just a minute, yes it is. Well, if she had no film left, she couldn't very well take more pictures, eh? Stop doing the A, man. Why do that? I don't like it, man. I don't like it. Miss Foster, perhaps, then you could tell us about a different sort of photo. Photos of the incident that you took with your very own eyes. Mr. Edgeworth, you're quite the poet. Very well then. Let's get back to the cross-examination. Let's hear your thoughts on the fight that you witnessed. Yes, Mr. Judge. Boy, this guy is really a sucker for sweet talk. Just like the other Judge, eh? Ha! It looks like the other kitten in the room is the one that's getting all the attention. Yeah, it's sickening. Sickening. Want flowers and I noticed there were two people. Turned around and tried to... That didn't line up as well. She got about 10 yards before she was stabbed in the back. It didn't work either. Witness, your testimony is a joke. Oh, what? But what I just... Miss Faye, I thought I warned you. I thought I warned you not to make the witness cry. She's lying. As easily as she breathes. One short testimony and two bad contradictions. There's no possible excuse. You say there were two contradictions. It's simple. Just take a look at the diagram of the area. According to her testimony, the two of them were in the middle of the bridge. But if they were, and the victim had turned around and tried to run, well then, she would have hit a dead end. You said 10 yards, but she couldn't have ran even 5, because Dusky Bridge is collapsed on that side. Wow. What does all this mean? It's very simple, Your Honor. This charming little witness told a charming little lie. That's all there is to it. This beautiful young lady has been lying to the court. Just a moment, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, yeah. Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the confusion. What do you mean? There's one major mistake in this diagram. What did you say? What are you referring to? It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. It's a very old bridge. We couldn't find any official blueprints of it. This is what you're saying. I'm saying that even though this bridge is currently in disrepair, there's no evidence that can prove that the bridge was broken during the incident. Actually, I mean, technically, if you look at previous files from 5 years ago, you'd probably figure it out. That's ridiculous. You can't actually tell the condition of the bridge from this photo. I apologize to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence. Tja, that guy is good. Oh, what do you mean? He planned it from the beginning. He's a genius, alright. The diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy, yeah. What? The coward, yeah. Well, Miss Faye, it seems you've once again made a reckless accusation. I'm so sorry. I should have been more careful myself. No. It wasn't your fault at all. Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish once and for all what it was that the witness actually saw. Indeed. Alright, young lady. May I ask you to please proceed with your testimony, but it's so hard to go on. We're all on your side, Miss Foster. Well, except me. There's no need to worry. Just tell us what you saw, yeah. Yes, sir. Running from the crime. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Then he carried her over to the car. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw. Wait, why wouldn't he just shove it into the river? Witnessing such violence must have been difficult. Yes, sir. I'm still shaken up. If he accepts this testimony as it is, we're finished. Don't say that. Oh well. Maybe I'll stop off at my favorite cafe on the way home. They make a really great mocha latte. This trial isn't over yet. Tja. That's what I like to hear. Alright, Miss Faye. Your cross-examination, if you please. The contradiction is staring you right in the face. Mia, go on the attack. Yeah. running from the crime. No. Wrong. The killer not wanting his victim to be found, I can understand that. However, the idea of moving the body for that purpose is clearly odd. There was a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found. Well, what is it? Take another look at the map of the area and you'll see how. There's a river right below that bridge. Earlier, Mr. Edgeworth pointed out something interesting about the river. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. In the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found. If 10 murders were to occur at the same spot above the Eagle River, you can bet the brute that every other killer would have tossed the body in the water. Order. I'm not sure if I care for the way you put that, Miss Faye. But I must admit, it does seem odd not to have thrown the body into the river. Oh. Well, Mr. Edgeworth. How sad. Perhaps Miss Faye would do well to try taking a dip in the river herself, after all. You claim to be such an expert in the ways of nature. What are you talking about? My point is that no matter how odd you may find the killer's method of body disposal, the fact is that this is what the killer did. None of your arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw. Quite true. Miss Faye, it seems that your assertion is without merit after all. But what the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous, yeah. Surely you can't deny that the body was found in the trunk of the car. That's certainly consistent with what the witness has told us. Please, witness, go on with your testimony. I'll try. All you have to do is to tell us only what you saw. Otherwise, the mean lady might yell at you again. Who is he talking about? Alright, I'll do my best. Yeah, we're doing better. Well. But if he stole the car, he would have the keys. Just pop open the trunk, yeah. Nakina. That is strange. What did the man do then? Well, naturally, he got in the car and was about to flee. That's when I came to my senses. I said to myself, you have to call the police, yeah. So that's when you called the police. You sure that you saw all that with your own eyes? Yes, I'm 100% certain, yeah. How could she see that? Yeah. Well, Miss Foster, it looks like you've done it. It looks like you've done it this time. Well, Miss Foster, it looks like you've done it this time. Done what? Made a crucial mistake. A crucial mistake. Like what, Miss Faye? The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. You're saying you saw that, right? With your very own eyes. Yes, and... It's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram. The place you claim to have taken the photo from that day is here. Do you see what I mean? Even if you tried to see the car. This outcropping of rock is directly in the way. That's right, Miss Foster. From where you were standing, you could not have possibly seen the killer's car. I admit that the diagram shows a large outcropping of rock. However, it isn't so tall that it would stop her from seeing the car. That's right. It's not high at all. I was able to see his car just fine. I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash. I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court, yes. This is the location that the photo was taken from. Your own photo tells the whole story. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge, but the outcropping that is being referred to is really more like a cliff. Huh. Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff, but still you claim to have been able to see the killer's car. No. Yep. Order, order. Order in the court. What is the meaning of all this ballyhoo? Your Honor, don't jump to any hasty conclusions. The fact that the escapee fled in a stolen car was reported on the news. After witnessing a murder, I'm sure you can appreciate that the witness was very upset. She must have heard about the stolen car and convinced herself that she saw it. How would she know about the trunk? Yeah. But she was repeatedly warned before starting her testimony, yeah. She was told to testify only about what she saw with her own eyes. Oh. Mr. Judge. What is it? I think I must have remembered things wrong. Hey, wait a minute. You can't just say that. Stupid Edgeworth man. His fame. No one on the face of the planet is perfect. Yes, indeed. Quite true. You know what they say. To err is human, to forgive divine. I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to our witness here. What? That's not fair. Man, save the tears for later, kitten. Mr. Armando, don't look back until the trial is over. Now is the time to go forward. But that wasn't fair. Okay, kitten. You need to relax. Then you need to remember. I can't. The kitten every time just reminds me of Discord, man. It's like pain. The other kitten's testimony. Yeah, the killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. So tell me, how did she know that? How did she know that he broke into the trunk? Aha. I already knew that, yeah. Oh, Miss Foster, until you can explain how you knew that. You're going to have a lot of very suspicious people on this side of the courtroom. Well, witness. Well, I'm certain that he broke into the trunk because there were marks left on the trunk lid. I'm certain they were scratch marks from when he broke into it. What? Let me see that photo. It's true. These certainly look like scratch marks around the keyhole, yeah. It's obvious that this trunk has been broken open, but how would you know? Oh, Miss Faye, are you satisfied? No, because she wouldn't have saw it, man. The judge is on her side. I can't make any mistakes here. What she just said. Is there a contradiction in there somewhere? It doesn't work, yeah. Melissa Foster, it looks like you finally betrayed yourself. What? You said you were in a field taking photos of wildflowers, but even so, you knew about the scratches. The question is when? When did you get a chance to see those scratches? Yeah. Sorry about that. I finally got her. Yeah, I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here. Then perhaps it would be faster if Miss Faye explained herself. Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. The reason the witness had seen the scratches was... Put the corpse in herself. Here we go. Yep, go Diego, go, yeah. Didn't know his name was Diego Armando, but I thought it was Godot. I wonder why he makes him... I wonder why he goes to hidden mode or whatever. Or is that mask to hide his true identity? I wonder why. There's only one way that the witness had the chance to see those scratches. Yes, what is it? Naturally, when she opened the trunk and stuffed the corpse in herself. The person who really hid the body in the trunk of that car was... Melissa Foster. It was you that did it, wasn't it? That's ridiculous. I could never. It was a man in the prison garb. He's the one that... He was also carrying a ball and chain everywhere around, so I don't know how he would also carry a body, but whatever. I don't think so, Miss Foster. If Mr. Falls had been the one that put the corpse in that trunk, he would have simply used the car key. There was no need to break it open. Exactly, that's what I was thinking, yep. But he stole the car. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light, which means that the key would have still been in the ignition. Oh, I see. Yep. Thank you for telling us about the scratches, Miss Foster. Without that, we never would have uncovered the truth. But I know it. You know one thing I hate right now, Stickberg? Or I guess Ken. I already know I lost. From episode 1, he talked about this case and how she lost it, man. So I know I lose this case. I hate it, man. I know I lose. So all of this will be for nothing, man. But whatever. That it couldn't have been Mr. Falls that put the body in the trunk. No! Preposterous to even suggest that the witness put the body in there. If that were true, then how do you explain the photo that she took? There's a timer on the camera, yeah. The corpse could only have been put in the trunk when the incident occurred. And we already know that at the time she was taking photographs. No. Tisk. Now's your chance, Mia. Finish this thing. On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah. Here we go, perfect. Oh, there's no need to think too deeply about it. What I'm saying is the shutter for this may not have been pushed by Miss Foster herself. Let's take another look at this camera and see what features it has, shall we? It has a timer built into it, even a mini tripod. Why, it's almost as if she had brought this camera just to take this picture. What are you trying to say then, Miss Faye? That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster wasn't in the field as she claimed. Well, if she really did use the camera's auto timer, then the answer is yes, she was somewhere else. Exactly, she was not in the field. With the defense, please explain further. Yeah, sure. Listen, this is a crucial point. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? And answering that question will also make clear Miss Foster's true identity, yeah. Well then, please answer this question, yeah. No, I'm all for these. Stabbed in the back. Not sure that this was right here, I think. In the spot where the defendant's car was. Yes, she had to put the body in the trunk before the defendant returned. You don't mind if I ask one teeny-weeny question, do you, Miss Faye? Uh-oh. He's got that condescending tone in his voice. I know, if V is the victim, then who is K? K is killer, yeah. But the thing is, killer can't be there, man. If she was stabbed in the back, right? If the victim was stabbed in the back, if killer was right here, she'd be stabbed in the front, you know? She put the body in the trunk at that time, as you suggest. That must mean that Valerie Hawthorne was already dead at that point, correct? Indeed. Please take a look at the top of Dusky Bridge. It certainly looks to me like the victim is still alive. Am I mistaken? If Valerie Hawthorne was already dead then, who is this? The mountain is famous for spirits, so maybe you think it was the ghost of the victim. Well, it could have been a spirit. Right? Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it now. I don't worry, I get it now, I get it. Where was Melissa Foster when the incident on the bridge occurred? Right here. She was dressed as the victim, yeah. Naturally, the witness was right here, but that's where the victim, Miss Hawthorne, was standing. Here we go. Order, order, order. Miss Faye, what on earth? Your Honor, if I may. After parting with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car. But this would mean that there was no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk, it could only have been before the defendant met the victim. How asinine. Of course, Mr. Falls had met with the victim. The only person with the opportunity to have put the victim in the trunk is the same man that killed her, Terry Falls. No, you still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edgeworth? By the time the witness's photo was taken, the victim was already dead. The person in the photo was not Valerie Hawthorne. What? I've never heard anything more ridiculous in my entire life. Then who exactly is the victim in this photo? It's our own little witness right here. It's obvious, isn't it? It's your own witness, yeah. What? It's the only possible explanation. The woman that Mr. Falls met on the bridge that day was not Valerie Hawthorne. It was you, Melissa Foster. Me. Let's remember that it was raining and foggy on the mountain that day. Mr. Falls himself believed that the woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne. But the defendant knew Valerie Hawthorne very well. Then why would he ask for the white scarf for identification? After all, she was the woman whose testimony helped get him convicted. But since then, my client has spent 5 hard years in the federal penitentiary. He couldn't remember exactly what she looked like anymore. You were just making this up as you go along. Where's your proof? I've got it all right here. This piece of evidence will blow this case wide open. At the time of the incident, Mr. Falls had forgotten what Valerie Hawthorne looked like, yeah. Identification. Mr. Falls had forgotten the victim's face. That's why he needed some piece of identification, namely, this muddy scarf. Huh. It was Mr. Falls who requested that she wear this scarf to identify herself. That's already been proven by the note of the victim left. Oof. In other words, as long as you were wearing a scarf like he asked, anyone could have pretended to be Valerie Hawthorne. Well, what do you have to say to that, Melissa Foster? No. And fine. Bad thing I know I lose. Even if we do good here, I know we lose. Where's Miss Foster? She is collecting herself in the lobby. It's obvious that Melissa Foster did it. She hid the body in the trunk and disguised herself as the victim. She set up the camera to snap a fake photo of them together. The only question is, why did she do it? She's actually Dahlia. Well, isn't that obvious? She's a real culprit, yeah. Tja. Well, we'll have to wait for Miss Foster to compose herself before we start again. Until then, this court is in recess. The defense and the prosecution are both to wait in their respective lobbies. Yes, Your Honor. Understood, yeah. Very well. This court is in recess, yeah. To be continued. Yeah, still. Better than the second. Not as good as the first. Time's okay, but could be better. They should just kept it the same. Da 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 every time. But whatever. February 16 at 1:14 p.m. District Court. Defendant's lobby number 4. Mr. Falls, Ooga! Eek! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I want to say thanks. You're real good. You really hooked me up. Thanks. We're almost there. Once I prove that she committed the crime. Yeah. But there's one more big obstacle we've got to get past. Obstacle? Yeah. Motive. Why would Melissa Foster kill that police woman anyway? Because her name is actually Dahlia. Motive, huh? Anyway, we're still badly in need of information. Information, right. What we need the most is info about this Melissa Foster herself. All we know is that she's a student studying literature. And one more thing. What is it? Well, the incident that happened 5 years ago. Of course, yeah. The kidnapping murder case that Zebra Boy is on death row for. I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie. Mr. Falls, in that case, tell us more about it. About what happened 5 years ago. Okay, I trust you. Oh, serious face, huh? That day 5 years ago. I dream of it every day. This picture, it reminds me of everything. Which looks same, just like then, 5 years ago. Like it could fall apart any minute. So it's been broken like that for at least 5 years. Ha! Sorry, buddy. But you sound like the one that could fall apart at any minute. It's true, I did. I did kidnap her. 5 years ago. I kidnapped my girlfriend, yeah. Dahlia Hawthorne. Ooh. Dahlia Hawthorne. You're your girlfriend, huh? Hey, hold on there. Did you say Hawthorne? The victim's last name. Dahlia Hawthorne. Valerie's little sister, yeah. Whoa, what? Are you serious? The girl. Let her go. God said he's after. Shut up. He came closer. And I kill her. Sorry. But you're not going to get the chance. The detective back then was Valerie Hawthorne. That was good white noise, so. First I thought shooting someone for kidnapping was crossing the line, but if it was to protect her little sister, I can understand why she did it. Wrong. No protect sister. Valerie betrayed me. Betray us. What do you mean she betrayed you? Everything. All lies. All make-believe kidnapping, too. Make-believe kidnapping. Dahlia, my girlfriend. My love. My teen angel. Ugh. Did he actually say my teen angel? You've seen one too many soap opera. Wait. He said 5 years ago, right? He'd be 20 and she would be... $14. And I'm not gonna lie, 20 and 14. No, pretty big age gap, yeah. Yeah, okay. Did he actually say my teen angel? He's seen one too many soap operas. I do anything she says, anything Dahlia says. Anything Dahlia says. Oh, hold on a minute. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by... Yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valerie too. Valerie was in on it. Valerie was in on it. Dahlia's family is rich. Jewelry business. We got one jewel. Now that's what we thought. Me and Dahlia wrote kidnap note. We sent to her dad. Ask for $2 million diamond. Tell him make exchange on Dusky Bridge. We tell him Valerie make transfer because she knew detective. Having a police detective in your pocket is a useful thing, alright. In the end, you were planning on splitting the $2 million 3 ways, huh? Yeah, but that woman. That woman, Mallory, she do it for real. She shoot at me for real. Me and Dahlia. I was shot in arm. Dahlia. She jump in river. Jump. You don't mean she jumped on purpose, do you? I couldn't do it. I could never push her. Anyway, I blacked out. Wake up with police all over. And that's when they decided to give you the death sentence. I couldn't believe it. That woman, she betrayed me, yeah. That man, Terry Falls, he killed her. He threw her off the bridge. He threw my beloved sister into the roaring 40 feet below. Into the roaring river 40 feet below. Wolf. Poor dude. These 5 years, all I wonder is why? 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 Why did she lie? That's all I want to know. Maybe she wasn't told. So that's why you called her. You wanted to hear the truth from Mallory herself. Yes, but I forgot. Yes, but I forget what she looks like. So I tell her to wear a scarf. I don't want to hurt her. Just ask why. Why? Why did you lie? Why did you betray me? I just want to hear answer that come. I just want to hear answer come from her mouth. That's all. So that's why. That's why you made a crazy escape like that. Just one thing, zebra boy. My senses are tingling all over. Tell me, Mr. Falls, where is it? Oh, where's what? Come on now, kitten. The ransom. The $2 million diamond. Remember that? Remember that now. Did you give it back to Pops? Did the police take it? I don't know. Huh? You don't know? No, really, I don't know. It's gone. With Dahlia. With Dahlia. So jumping from 40 feet is crazy, man. It's like, yeah, you can probably do it, Could you jump from 40 feet in water? Yeah. From 40 feet into water. I want to know, man. The world high dive competitions are often done from 89 feet. How'd you feel? No problem. People do cliff diving from higher perches all the time. Where your clothes, including your shoes, go feet first. Cross your legs at the ankles and clutch them together tightly. Okay. Cross one arm across the chest to clutch your elbow tightly to the chest. With the other hand, cover the mouth and nose tightly with the hand. Oh. That day on the bridge. Dahlia put it in backpack. Yep. Now gone. It's Dahlia. Gone. Forever. Into Eagle River. Yeah. It disappeared with Dahlia, huh? Wait a minute. Yeah, I just talked to Dahlia. I saw that. So this time the whole truth must come out. Here's the rub. Dahlia should be dead, but she ain't. That's Dahlia Hawthorne. He disappeared with Dahlia. Huh, wait a minute. You can come back in now. You can come back in now. We're about ready to go. Mr. Falls, just one more question. When you said, with Dahlia, do you mean the diamond is still missing? Yeah. Do you mean the diamond is still missing? Along with the body of Dahlia Hawthorne? Never found her. My sweet Dahlia. They never found her. Swallowed by river, gone. Dahlia. My teen angel, yep. Your teen angel. How old was she anyway? Just 14. 14? I guess you were robbing cradles before diamonds. He plans a fake kidnapping, disappears into the river with a rock worth $2 million. Man oh man. Man oh man, angels these days. Falls takes the fall. And gets a one-way ticket to death row. Is Dahlia Hawthorne an angel, or is she really a devil? It's time, kitten. It looks like we have a few more aces up our sleeves now. You bet. Diamond added to the court record. The training wheels come off now, Mia. You got to strike while the iron is hot. Now it's one of my rules. Remember it. Hey. February 16, 1:49 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Yep. Now then, let's continue with the trial of Mr. Cherry Falls. Witness, are you feeling better? Yes, Your Honor. I'll try my best. Yeah. You're a brave young lady. Not this again. I can understand a defense lawyer wanting to get your client off the hook. However, you try to pin the crime on an innocent student is. What are you talking about? My witness is not the person on trial here. She's an innocent bystander who witnessed a violent crime, that's all. What possible reason would a girl like this have for murdering a policewoman? It's certainly hard to imagine this woman as a murderer. Her motive, huh? Figure that's what I had to establish next. She's actually Dahlia Hawthorne, yep. Miss Faye, do you have any evidence of a motive? Yes, of course. I think. Yeah. You're still acting as tame as a kitten. Mr. Armando, listen. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Smiling on the outside while your guts are twisted in knots is the mark of a pro. Maybe so. But I wish you would quit grinning at me like that. Excuse me, may I speak, Mr. Judge? Of course. Mr. Judge is ready anytime you like. I'd like to say something. Some people here are suspicious of me, right? That's why. I just wanted you, Mr. Judge, to know that it's not true. I see. You're such an honest and upstanding young lady. Biased. It looks like this witness is a real professional, yeah. Look at that. What do you mean? Look at that 100-watt smile. Just when things are darkest for her, click, she lights right up. Very well then. Let's hear what the witness has to say. Alyssa Foster's history. I was out of the country until the year before last. Until I entered college, I had never even been to Eagle Mountain before, and I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago. Or kidnapping a poor girl. I just think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster, yeah. Out of the country, eh? Precisely, furthermore, she has no possible motive for committing murder. Indeed. You're up to bat, kitten. Sharpen those claws and put on your best smile. You bet, yeah. Somehow, I have to tie her to this case. Alyssa Foster's history. Yep. I got for some of these two things here. So, what country were you living in then? We were all living abroad, but after my parents were killed, it was a brutal civil war. She had to try to make her way back home alone. I lost everything. I didn't even have any personal identification. What kind of sob story is this? What do I do? Should I press her for details? Wait and see. There's nothing I can do about her claim to have lost all her identification. All I can do is wait to find some other evidence about her real identity. Very well then. Yeah, Miss Foster, proceed, yeah. How would you know about that, man? You knew about that incident, but weren't you out of the country until the year before last? Well, I saw a report about the escaped convict on the news. They had an in-depth report about this. They had an in-depth report about his whole history, yeah. So you were still living abroad 5 years ago, if that's right. Yes. I can't let her get away with these lies. Listen to me. She's neck deep into this whole thing. Somehow, you're just going to have to get her to show the court her true self. I should know about that. A grudge. Well, The policewoman's testimony was crucial, wasn't it? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death. Yes, and that's precisely why he harbored such deep anger against her. So much anger that he forgot his own guilt. My client has always maintained that he's innocent of those charges. Seems rather forgetful. Client, I mean. Not only did he forget about what he did. Not only did he forget about what he did, he forgot the poor policewoman as well. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, your client? He forgot what the detective looked like, right? Yep. It's too bad for her that he didn't forget about her testimony as well. Well, she's right about that. Mr. Fowles is kind of forgetful. We'll wait and see. Any more damage to my client's image could be a disaster. The judge already has a bad enough opinion of him. You just can't trust someone with a bad memory. What did you eat for dinner 1 week ago today? It's cabbage yesterday. Chicken today, cabbage yesterday, I think it was pork day before. I can remember a week ago. At the very least, a person should remember that much. As for me, it was payday, so I had a nice moose steak with some protein on the side. Come on, Canadian, eh? And how does this relate to anything? Whether it's eating steak or committing murder, a person shouldn't deny their actions. I am in complete agreement, Your Honor. So what made you decide to go to Eagle Mountain anyway? I just love being outdoors, picnics, hiking, you know, that sort of thing. You don't look like that much of a hiker to me, but you do look like a digger of sorts. But Eagle Mountain is a 2-hour drive from here, and no trains run through here there. There are plenty of mountains that are closer and easier to get to. Well, I went there once with the college hiking club. I fell in love with its dark, desolate beauty and its cold yet romantic luminous, yeah. Didn't know you were such a goth. By the way, what's the name of the college? Yeah. The prosecution objects to any questions that involve the witness's private life. All that matters is that she is a material witness to a crime. The witness doesn't need to respond to questions that are clearly malicious in intent. Thank you. She's really gone too far. It's Faye. You're treading on thin ice here. I hardly said anything. Talk about sensitive, yeah. Perhaps, but your behavior that day was very suspicious. Not only have you contradicted yourself here in court, but you know things you shouldn't. For example, the scratches on the trunk of the car. Well, that's... Can we get an explanation? Unfortunately, Miss Faye, your last statement proves nothing. Oh, really? And why that? The witness came to the police station once to identify the suspect. It's entirely possible that, at the time, an officer showed her this photo. That seems like a rather serious mistake. Huh. That's the oldest trick in the prosecutor's book. That's not fair. That wicked inmate will never be able to forget that horrible day. Hey Maharu, hope you're doing good, man. Hope you're doing good. So out of the country till the year before last. Let's see how pressing her for identification really works. She can't. Unless I could say I think I know who she is. Well, there's a reason why we have saves. Yep. Aren't really any contradictions here yet. So we gotta find something here, reason, yeah, holding a grudge. You about the incident, out of country, yep. The report. Keep. Man. Well, yes, we're gonna press on it here through it. Yep, always save before presenting, yep. Sometimes you gotta scum save, you know. You present... Oh, it's wrong. Okay, I'm just gonna load. Try again. Load if I get it wrong. Because, like, you know, sometimes I'm gonna get the wrong idea, right? I'm gonna get fixed on a super random thing, like, at one point I got super fixed on the fact that she didn't have a hat. But she was wearing a hat. So where was the hat? So I was trying to do that. Or, they said she got stabbed in the back. I'm like, that's not really possible. Because this bridge wasn't, you know, constructed. So I'm like, showing this over and over and over again, trying to figure out why it wouldn't work. Or I'm like, why is there mud on the scarf? The shimming mud on the bridge. Stuff like that, and I just get stuck, and I'm like, oh man. Let's see here. If I press here, I'm probably gonna get screwed. But the other one to press is even worse, yeah. But then again, that would make my client... That one probably won't do anything here. But if I do... this one, it might... She might let something slip that she shouldn't know. Talking about him, yeah. Right? It's like they want you to consider every detail, except when they don't, yeah. Like sometimes, man. There's like, you know, multiple things that are contradictory in like one. But you can only show one. And I'm like, hey, this one. I keep pounding on the one that's not the option. Trying to figure out where I'm supposed to say objection. And it's not working because I'm doing the wrong one. Or I'm doing the right one, but in a wrong way. I'm doing the right one in the wrong way. So like, two pieces of evidence both show like how or what occurred, right? Now I'm showing the wrong one. Because I don't think to use the other one, because they show the same thing. It's like, oh man, well, whatever. My client has always maintained that he's innocent, yep. Your client, you forgot, yep. Oh, I'm gonna have to press harder here. I can't press on their identification, because it won't matter. And there's no evidence I can do here. You said he forgot what the detective looked You said he forgot what the detective looked like. What did you mean by that? Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some kind of identification, right? Quite right, and that's why the victim was wearing a scarf as identification. Why, if I had been wearing a white scarf that day, then he probably would have tried to kill me. That's true. He's clearly a bitter man. This is bad. Mr. Fall's reputation just keeps getting worse and worse. Sometimes it's best not to poke too deep. What should I do with that last statement? Have it at it. Yep, have it at it. Your Honor, what the witness said just now was tremendously important. I'd like it added to the official testimony, yeah. Can I do it? The prosecution has no objection. Perfect. After all, the defendant is a killer and mentally unbalanced, one at that. That testimony only helps to further prove that point. No, that's not why I... Enough, witness, if you would. My pleasure, Mr. Judge. Here we go. Here it is, Attorney Chronicles gets, like, way too specific with that stuff, yep. It's urgent, but hey, at least I'm getting through. Slowly. There it is. Because it wasn't actually white. She must have sold a page or whatever, right? Because she was assuming a white scarf. Yeah, whatever. With this, I want you to look at this photo you took, yeah. It's hard to see in the photo, but look at the scarf the victim wore as identification. Ah, you were talking about this scarf right here, eh? Yes, that's it. The scarf the policewoman was wearing. I've got her now. Just don't mess up. But that's strange. I'm not gonna risk it. In your testimony, you stated the following. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. White. This is a scarf you identified as belonging to the victim. but it certainly doesn't look white to me. Oh. Man. And you know what I hate about this trial specifically? I know I lose from episode 1. Episode 1 of Trials and Tribulations or whatever, right? We know she loses this case against Dahlia Hawthorne. We know we lose here. So I know it's a losing battle, man. I know I'm gonna lose. I hate it. Yeah, well, whatever. Well, it was foggy that day. And it was raining as well. It's not surprising that she mistook it for white. Sorry, but not this time. The witness just confirmed that this was a victim's scarf. Yes, but what's the significance? Yeah. It's true that the scarf doesn't look white, but there's only one explanation for this mix-up, yeah. The reason why the witness thought the scarf was white is... Note, witness. Have you ever seen this note? No, no, never. It's top secret evidence. There is no reason that you would have. Here we go. I wonder about that. What do you mean? This note shows Mr. Fall's instructions to the victim regarding the meeting. It says, wear a white scarf for identification. White scarf. Ah. Witness, you knew what this note said. And it's because you knew that you slipped up and mistakenly said white scarf. Well, Miss Foster. No. Oh, Ace does not collapse this time. Order, order, order. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm waiting for an explanation. I'm quite sure this note wasn't leaked to the public, and yet, this witness knew exactly what the note says. At the time of the murder, the number of people that knew were quite limited. Terry Falls is one. The person who wrote the note, Valerie Hawthorne, is another. And Dahlia is the last. And finally, one more person. Did you say one more person? I indeed did, yep. Dahlia. That's right, a person that no one would have suspected. Have you figured it out? I hate saying that every time. Yep. The third person that knew the content of the note was... I don't know which one. Here. And that person is... Dahlia Hawthorne, yep. Dahlia Hawthorne, yeah. I've never heard that name before. Look at the victim's note. This is what it says. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time. There is her name right there. Whoa, what's this? So who is this person? This Dahlia Hawthorne? Miss Faye must be desperate if she's trying to bring back the dead to life. The dead. Dahlia Hawthorne was the victim's deceased younger sister. She was killed in a crime 5 years ago. That's what people were led to believe. Killed in a crime? You don't mean... Dahlia is the best villain, hands down. Let's see, who are the villains again? The samurai who ended up dying on a pole. No, the evil something, the evil magistrate ended up dying. He was the villain though. There was a psychic girl, or the spirit girl, whatever it was called. The evil aunt. There was a prosecutor. There was, the detective. April May. Debt collector. I think it's this one, eh? Well, I guess Dahlia ain't too bad. Yeah. If you're talking about people who took the stand, or people we talked to, I don't know. Would Cadaverini be considered a villain? I don't think so, right? She was more of a victim. Manipulated into the crime. So yeah, probably Dahlia, yeah. Yes, she was kidnapped and killed by Terry Fowles. No, 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 not right. Not tisk. He said she was killed. But was she really? What are you implying? Of course, people thought she had died 5 years ago, when she fell off of Dusky Bridge and was lost in the Eagle River. However, her corpse was never found. Hey. Your favorite is Atme though, yeah. Yeah, Atme love to be crazy. Yeah. The only thing that annoyed me about that case... was, you know... It never showed the murder weapon. Like, I was so certain that the murder weapon was the Shichi-Shiho or whatever. The Shichi-Shaho, the Shichi-Shito? Shichi-Shito or whatever, right? But they never brought it up. I thought that he took the Shichi-Shito from the location, went over to kill the guy. That's what I really wanted it to be. But it was never brought up. Never brought up, man. My brain wanted to do it so much. But whatever. She was declared legally dead 5 years ago. As far as the law is concerned, Dahlia Hawthorne is officially dead. Nope. But the fact remains that her body was never recovered. Dahlia Hawthorne was 14 years old 5 years ago. If she were still alive, she would be 19 now. Alyssa Foster. I believe that's the same age you are, yeah. Yeah. Even you couldn't. Miss Faye, you're not saying. But I am. That's precisely what I'm saying. This witness before us is the girl that was kidnapped and killed 5 years ago. This girl is in fact Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. What? Sean, nice work. Now it was like tossing a grenade. That was like tossing a grenade into a 3-alarm fire. But unless you can tie all the loose ends together, you're nothing but a hit and run. You're nothing but a hit and run arsonist, oh no. I understand. If I can expose her true nature, I can turn this whole case on its head. Now is my chance to make Mr. Edgeworth squirm. Save just in case, you know. Witness, just who are you anyway? I didn't think it'd come to this. That's enough. You don't have to say any more, witness. Yes, I understand. What? Mr. Edgeworth, explain yourself. Your Honor, I have an admission to make. I honestly never thought the defense would pursue the matter this far. You don't mean. Yes, the prosecutor's office isn't filled with fools, you know. Naturally, we conduct full background checks on all of our witnesses, yep. What did he say? Ha, it looks like the kid knew. He knew her true identity from the get-go, yeah. No wait, but then why? If he hadn't revealed the secret, he wasn't going to say anything about it. Examiner client's not in death row anymore. Because, like, he was charged for murder, right? But the victim's alive. So not murder? At worst, it'd be attempted murder. And in that case, I don't think it would be death penalty, If he hadn't revealed her secret, he wasn't going to say anything about it. All he wanted was her testimony, so we made a little trade. Let me introduce you to the victim's younger sister, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, yep. But, I thought she died 5 years ago. We thought so as well, but, well, as you can see. Why did she hide her identity for 5 years? That has nothing to do with the current case. He was merely an accidental witness to a crime. Accidental? I don't believe that for a minute. For the last 5 years, she's been playing the role of a victim. And now we find her acting suspiciously at the scene of another murder. Really, Miss Fay, I must say your strategy here is painfully obvious. You're trying to pin your client's crime on an innocent witness in order to win. At any cost. Ooh, how dare you? Please, let us take a moment to think. 5 years ago, this girl was kidnapped and nearly killed. But even then, even worse than that, 5 years later, Dahlia Hawthorne lost something much more precious, her big sister. Miss Fay must be insane to even suggest that she murdered her. What? 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 I'm inclined to agree with the prosecutor's logic. Miss Fay, do you have any evidence to back up your assertion? Yeah, I do. What possible reason would this witness have for killing her beloved sister? Oh, well, you see, I thought I was winning, but somehow he has turned it around on me. Ah, I think you need a little push in the right direction, kitten. Ugh. The defense is prepared to present evidence supporting our claim. Yep. Ah, that wasn't me. It was this guy. This crazy coffee addict. Nah. I think we've heard enough empty threats from you, old man. Yeah. Oh, hey, love, welcome back. Ha, what makes you think they're empty, boy? Because your protege looks like she's sweating bullets. Yeah, I am sweating bullets. Think you're in a tough spot, huh? No, I don't. You're Pookie. Oh, Armando Diego Armando. Yeah, I don't know why he names himself Godot. I guess he wants to hide his identity, but I guess maybe Maya would recognize who he was, maybe. You think you're in a tough spot, huh? Of course, aren't I? No. You've just arrived at the moment of truth, and that's all. Whether you win or lose, that's up to you. Up to me. Ah, the rashness of youth. How charming. This coming from someone younger than me. Now then, let's not waste any more time, Miss Fay. What motive would this witness have for murdering her own sister? Valerie Hawthorne. Diamond. What is this? Is this a defense's idea of a joke? If so, I certainly don't get the punchline, well, Miss Fay. Oh, that was the rashness of youth. The rashness of youth. It was a... A duel. Fine. You're that, man. That should've worked. Oh no, Edgeworth is your... Pookie, gotcha. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, he looked a lot younger here, not gonna lie. Well, fine, I guess it's the contract, told the truth, fine. I kinda want to do the diamond thing, and I can, oh, if you want it. Yo, whatever, fine. I do that. Victims don't, then fine. The story starts after Terry Falls escaped. He called Valerie and told her he wanted to meet. This is the note she left. It says, talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time. The whole truth must come out. Valerie Hawthorne gave Dahlia a warning. She told her she was going to reveal to the world the whole truth. The whole truth. There was a dangerously important secret between Valerie and Dahlia. That's the reason Dahlia felt she had to kill Valerie. To keep her mouth shut permanently. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Wrong evidence that I showed, but that is what I was getting to. A terrific story, Miss Fay. If you like fiction, that is. Lighten the court, Miss Fay. What was this secret that was so important? Yeah. Let me get you an edgy boy. Let me get you an edgy boy. Where's your evidence? Dahlia and Valerie Hawthorne and Terry Falls. There's only one important secret that connects them all. Oh, yes. I know the secret, yep. Your Honor, the defense would like to request further testimony. What testimony? Regarding the kidnapping 5 years ago. We believe it will explain a lot of things, yep. Such as the nature of the important secret between the Hawthorne sisters. Yeah, here we go. Ugh. Very well. I'll grant your request for further testimony. I know it'll be painful for you. Can you enlighten us once more, my little maple leaf? I get it, man. Mistake saying A all the time. I get it, I get it. They say they're Canadian, I get it. Brutal, stuff like that, man, I get it. But man, it's not that much. I don't even think mistake is even common, man. Honestly, you think Diego Armando is way hotter than Godot? Aren't they the same person, though? Godot is just wearing a mask. I know it'll be painful for you, but can you enlighten us once more, my little maple leaf? Yes, I'll try, Mr. Judge. Putting on the old charm one more time, Dahlia. But this will be the last time you hide behind your womanly wiles. Yep. 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister Valerie brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving... That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life. Oh no. You know, I always wondered in cases of abduction, what are the chances that the victim is actually recovered, or do they just kind of kill the victim after the money? Because you hear that quite often, like, no, they get the ransom, then they kill the victim, yada yada. So I wonder sometimes, anyways. You fell off the bridge to steal the diamond. Yeah, we kind of already knew that, yeah. The kidnapping left her emotionally scarred. With her sister's help, she left the Hawthorne family and started all over again. We're to believe after all that, she murdered her sister. Preposterous, yeah. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Miss Faye. Yes, Your Honor. As you've heard, the witness is still traumatized from the kidnapping. I'll ask you again to be extremely gentle in your cross-examination. Mr. Edgeworth got the jump on me again, eh? Yeah, if we're not allowed to fight, then let's twist some arms, yeah. Listen up, we still got that info, that ace up her sleeve. Oh man, I tell you though, twisting the arm hurts like heck. Every time I got my arm twisted, actually twice. Not fun time, not fun time. Getting my head smashed with a boulder was less painful. Anyways, listen up. We've still got that info, that ace up our sleeve. What info? Come on, kitten. Don't say you've forgotten already. What? Oh, why do we have to say kitten every time? Why? Oh, yeah. The fact that the kidnapping 5 years ago was staged. That's right, it was a fake kidnapping. Terry Falls told us that in the lobby. I do anything she says, anything Dahlia says, yeah. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by, yeah, me and Dahlia, and Valerie too. Yes, that's it. The fake kidnapping is your best shot, Mia. But if her family owns the company, you're right. You'd have to wait for a bit of time, but eventually she'd get the company, she'd get the money, you know, bada bing, bada boom, she can do whatever she wants. Well, whatever. Yes, that's it. The fake kidnapping is your best shot, Mia. That's her secret. 5 years ago. Go, we can have my... Save, haha. Kidnap, yep. The bridge. Unimportant. No, nothing I can say there. Shot Mr. Falls in the arm. That's fine. I want to press on this here. I'd like to hear more about what happened right at that moment. Well, Mr. Falls was shot in the right arm. He let go of me. I was dazed. I turned to try and run away, but Mr. Falls turned to grab me as well. As I ran, He and I locked eyes for a second, and he gave me a large, bloodthirsty grin. Bloodthirsty grin, oh. And in the next instant... Mia's heartbeat when Diego says kitten, nope. I don't know, does Mia like her? Like him? Does Mia like him? I don't know. I advise the court to remember that the river is 18 feet deep and incredibly swift. I was a strong swimmer, but I was knocked out. When I came to, I had been carried away by the river to a strange place. I'll never forget that day. The crumbling bridge, nowhere to run. Then just one little shove from behind, and that was it. Before my sister could catch me, I fell into the river. And that's why you hid your identity. Yes, I only told my sister, Mallory Hawthorne. Yes, she's the only one who knew about me. Meanwhile, legally, this witness has been deceased for 5 years. I didn't ever want something like that to happen to me again. The first case mentioned that Diego was Mia's boyfriend, so yes, she likes him. Oh! Ah. Yeah, I didn't remember that part, yeah. I mean, I guess it's... Sorry, I still find calling kitten so darn weird, man. Whenever I think of kitten, I just think of that heckin' Discord mod or something like that, saying, oh, my kitten. I'm like, ugh. Ugh. Pain. Did you and Mr. Falls have a relationship? Yes, as a tutor. You were tutoring him, Mr. Falls. No, of course not. Don't be ridiculous. Mr. Falls came to the house to tutor me. That makes sense. 5 years ago, she was only 14. He probably came up with the kidnapping plan during that time. Hawthorns are in the jewelry trade and are quite wealthy, you see. I feel like he was a sus tutor and she hated him, maybe. Or she just wanted to get free from her parents and do whatever she wanted. So used him. Used him so, you know. You know how she used Phoenix Wright to hide evidence? Well, she used him to get free from her parents and start a new life. And then tossed him aside once he was no use, yep. Just like she did for Wright. It's a pattern. Quite a clever fellow, that Mr. Falls. Did I hear him right? Did he just call Mr. Falls a clever fellow? I heard the diamond is valued in the neighborhood of $2 million. $2 million! It was still uncut, so it was about the size of a pint of milk. A pint. The heck is a pint? He would actually freaking rage if they don't get him not guilty, or he dies, something like that. I already know he gets guilty, man. Huh. We already know he gets guilty because on episode 1. Episode 1, we know Mia loses his case, so he gets guilty. It's like... Yeah, I don't know what to make of it, man. Kinda sucks, but whatever. We're doing this whole argument for nothing here. All this contradiction, then objection, then hold on. So, all for him to fail at the end, anyways. We know that Diego hates Phoenix because of that, the way. It was still uncut, so it was about the size of a pint of milk. $2 million pint of milk. I don't know what to think about that. The defendant demanded that her sister Valerie make the exchange. Not as a detective, of course, but as an individual. By the way, I want to ask you, Mr. Edgeworth, why do you think he wanted to make the exchange up there on that mountain? If he ever got surrounded, it would be hard to escape. There's one thing a kidnapper wants to prevent, and that's police involvement. In a place like that, it would be easy to tell if he was being followed. With only one entrance to the mountain, he was ensuring his safety. What a wickedly clever man that Mr. Falls is. Yeah, right. It was all your plan. Anyway, Mallory brought the diamond to the mountain end. That was a dangerous thing to do, considering you were being held hostage. Yes, but actually that saved my life. What do you mean? You see, Mr. Falls was holding a knife in his right hand. Right hand. Okay, somehow, I just knew he was going to use it. I knew he was going to use that knife to kill me. That's why my sister shot him. It was to save me, yeah. Knife in the right hand, eh? I'd like to hear more about what happened right at the moment, Kay. Well, told me it's shot in the right arm. He let go of me, Kay. With Dave, he turned to run away from me as well. As he ran past, he and I locked eyes for a second and gave me a large, bloodthirsty grin. Shot in the right arm doesn't make sense. Wait, oh, it doesn't. Wait, what? Shot Mr. Falls in the arm, yeah. Shot him in the right arm, but she's holding him with the left. Didn't he help his killer and sus Auto-Tune Girl as accomplice girl? I don't know who Auto-Tune Girl is, but yeah. Furiosa Tiger was killed the last one, yeah. You do, yeah. Oh, the holding a rifle in his right hand, yeah. He's going to use that knife to kill me, yep. Shot. The right hand was holding a knife. That doesn't work. Oh, the Violetta girl, yeah. I already told you that wasn't a voice changer though, man. That was all natural, yep. What? I was there to turn to try and run away, but Mr. Falls turned to grab me as well. As I ran past, he and I locked eyes for a second. Ran past to where? Well, yeah, man. Already told you I wasn't Auto-Tune. Yep. I just don't do the voice too often because it kills my throat. The crumbling bridge, okay. How does one shot from behind make her fall over though? Whatever. We'll push here. It doesn't end up how I shot in the right arm. Like make him let go with the left hand. So we don't really have evidence to the case except this one shiny rock. Yep. Here we go. And that new identity was Melissa Foster, right? Yep. Yes, my sister helped me get the official paperwork taken care of. That makes sense. Without an insider's help, doing all of the paperwork would have been impossible. She was the only person left in the world I could count on. And you think I could have killed her? There's no way I could. It's a moment of truth for this witness too, yeah. Once the truth about this staged kidnapping comes out, everyone in the court will know how much of a Jezebel she really is. Jezebel. Who's Jezebel? Never heard of no Jezebel, but whatever. I've just got to prove that kidnapping was a hoax. Yep. She said she ran past him. Okay, good. Here we go. The butterflies feel delicious and, well, maybe, I don't know. Don't know how something can feel delicious, but whatever. You say that Mr. Falls pushed you into the Eagle River. However, that's hard to believe. But it's true. I felt the push on my back. I'm certain of it. It was Mr. Falls. I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't clear enough. I shouldn't have said, that's hard to believe. I should have said, that's impossible, yeah. Impossible. I ask that the court recall the condition of Dusky Bridge now and 5 years ago. That bridge hasn't changed one bit in these last 5 years, yep. Someone had pushed you from behind, as you have claimed. Instead of being carried away by the river, you would have been smashed by the bedrock below. A most certain death, yeah. Do you understand now, Dahlia Hawthorne? The very notion that my client pushed you from behind is impossible. Hey. Hey, Your Honor, this event occurred 5 years ago. Why? For all we know, the water level in the river may have been higher back then. But it's 40 feet from the bridge to the river. A small change in the water level wouldn't have made a difference. You're right. If the event occurred just as the witness has testified, then the defendant couldn't have pushed the witness into the river. Young lady, what is the meaning of this? Yeah. You see, Just a moment, Your Honor. It's true that the witness testified that the defendant pushed her to the river. However, she never stated that she fell from the back end of the bridge. What do you mean? After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. If there was water, he'd still hit the bedrock, yeah. But there was rope. If that's true, she would have fallen into the river. Well, Miss Hawthorne, is Mr. Edgeworth's explanation correct? No. I mean, now that you mention it, I do remember now, when I fell off the bridge, my skirt got caught in one of the bridge's side wires. You can't be serious. Making up everything, man, over and over and over again. If it was caught in the bridge, there would have been like some evidence of it, man. Whatever. Order in the court, yeah. It seems Miss Faye's assault has finally reached its conclusion. Not now, Mia. This is no time to retreat, unfortunately for you. This is just the start of Miss Faye's assault. What? I believe your reasoning went something like this, Mr. Edgeworth. After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off to the side of the bridge. However, once again, I'm forced to say that's impossible. Ridiculous. What's so impossible about it? His arm being shot. Because your flawed logic contradicts the court record, Does. Oh yeah, they're like really high up actually. Look how high up they are, Your Honor. All of the answers are right here in this photo. Take a look at the wires supporting both sides of the bridge. They extend up to about 5 feet off the ground. It would be impossible to push someone off from there. No! But let's remember the size and strength of the defendant. Wires like this wouldn't be a problem for him. He could have easily picked up a 14-year-old girl and thrown her over. No. He was shot in the arm. So young, it's already so forgetful. Mr. Edgeworth, yep. Mr. Falls had been shot in the right arm. And more importantly, Valerie Hawthorne had her gun trained on him. At point-blank range. So, Mr. Falls throwing the witness off the bridge. That is clearly impossible. Wow. Order. What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? Dahlia Hawthorne, you jumped into the Eagle River intentionally. What is this? Free as a tiger roar. Indeed, what do you mean by such a ridiculous remark? Yes, it's ridiculous. My sister was there to help me. She had her gun in handcuffs. She could have saved me. Jumping into a raging river like that would have been suicide. Perhaps, but still, that's exactly what you did. You were probably confident that you could handle the swift current, but even more so, the witness had a much more compelling reason for her jumping into the river. The diamond, yep. Oh, then what was it? What was so important that she'd want to jump into the river? The witness is still alive. This fact alone explains everything, yep. This is why she risked her life by jumping into the rapids of the Eagle River. 5 years ago, something else disappeared along with Dahlia that day. The item that Valerie brought up to the mountain with her, the $2 million diamond. No, it can't be. Oh, yes it can. Yes, Dahlia had it planned from the beginning. The $2 million, she was going to keep it all for herself. She forced Mr. Falls to help her fix the kidnapping. Bang. At the last minute, she betrayed him and threw herself into the river. With the ransom tucked away safely in her backpack, yep. Why that's simply ridiculous. Here we go. Order. Your Honor, 5 years ago, the witness was only 14 years old. Do you really think a 14-year-old is capable of such a demonic plan? I've seen them evil 14-year-olds and evil 12-year-olds online, right? Seen like murder their old grandma for like, because they didn't give them money, stuff like that, yeah. Definitely possible. This woman is a demon. And there was one more person who helped make a demon out of her. Her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. You mean the victim was involved in the kidnapping plot as well? But she was a detective then. You think she participated in her sister's kidnapping? Precisely, yeah. I'm sure that it weighed heavily on her conscience for the past 5 years. This is the sole reason behind the victim's murder. What do you mean by that? On the day of the murder, after receiving the phone call from Mr. Falls, Valerie called her sister Dahlia. And then she told her what she was planning to do. She was going to tell the whole truth, as she wrote in her note. That is what sealed Valerie Hawthorne's fate. That is when you hatched your demonic plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. A plan that would ensure neither of your accomplices to the kidnapping would talk. Yep. And that is why you killed your sister, Valerie Hawthorne, yep. Bum bum bum. Who was that? Laughing at a time like this. There we go. Her facade is dropped. Forgive me, it's just hilarious. Witness, is that you? You amuse me, woman, Miss Mia Fey. Huh. You can certainly weave an exciting tale, naturally. You have the evidence to back it up, don't you? Well, no. Evidence? And this is how I found evidence that I planned the kidnapping, of course. That at 14, that I plotted it with Mr. Falls and my sister. Well, I had one more thing. What happened to the $2 million diamond? If you can't provide evidence to at least show that. Well, Miss Faye, I don't know. What a joke. You, Miss Faye. Are you stupid or something? Come on. How can I prove a fake kidnapping that happened 5 years ago? And we don't even have the evidence. I don't even have decisive proof of Valerie Hawthorne's murder. Well, it seems that we've come to the end. To be honest, the witness's behavior does raise certain suspicions. However, I am forced to reject the assertions made by the defense. No proof my client did it either, your point. No proof my client did it either, your point. Stupid. Of course you are. Is this it? Is it really over? That girl has made a fool of me, and there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah. Without evidence, the trial is over. Who decided that? Mr. Armando. Come on now, kitten. Haven't you figured out that you can make your own rules? For example, even if there's no evidence, there's still testimony. Testimony. On the day in question, Dahlia Hawthorne murdered her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. She hid her body in the trunk of Mr. Fall's stolen car, and then went to meet with him. Disguised as her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. That's what you think, right? Yes, that's right. In that case, there's only one answer, right? There's only one person left who can testify about Valerie Hawthorne's murder. Our own stable client, yep. And I hope, yep. Then there's no proof. There's only one thing left to do. Who is the one person who can testify to the demon woman's crimes? Tori Falls. The only problem I'm worried about here is, Your Honor, the defense wishes to call a new witness. My only worry is that, Terry said he would do anything for Dahlia, so he might lie. Keep Dahlia up and safe. He might sacrifice himself. It is a non-zero possibility here. It's what a fanatic would do. Your Honor, the defense wishes to call a new witness. A new witness. Yes, we would like to hear the testimony of Terry Falls, the defendant. There's only one person that can shed any further light on the situation. Only one person that knows what Dahlia's role in the kidnapping was. Only one person that can say whether the person in the photo is Valerie Hawthorne. Mia's objection is so cute. Nah. Maybe. Or whether it was in fact her younger sister Dahlia, disguised as her. There's only one person who can solve this riddle once and for all. And that person is Terry Falls. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what is your take on this? Or take that, yeah. Yeah, why not? Why not, eh? The prosecution has no objection. Very well. Bailiff, bring the defendant to the witness stand. Normally you don't, because your client can incriminate himself, but yeah, we can do it. This is my last chance, Mr. Falls, yeah. If we don't prove it, it's gonna be found guilty. My last chance to establish Dahlia's guilt. You're all I have left. Defendant, you've heard everything that's been said up to this point, yes? I don't believe it. No way. Dahlia died 5 years ago. Valerie betrayed me. Mr. Falls, I don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is clear. Imagine if Dahlia is a literal demon. Who knows? Possession, eh? Possessed by a demon. Maybe she had a bit too much fun with a Ouija board. I don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is very clear. Dahlia's not dead. Dahlia is very much alive. And you were used for $2 million, yeah. That's not true. Mr. Falls, there's only one question I want the answer to. 2 days ago on Dusky Bridge, who did you meet? Was it Valerie Hawthorne? Or was it Dahlia Hawthorne? Dahlia, did you betray me? 5 years ago, she promised never ever betray each other, yeah. Terry. Dahlia, it's true. It's true. You are alive. You don't trust me anymore. That makes me sad. He's gonna mess it up. Tell the truth, the real truth. I believed in you. I shouldn't need to say it, you should already know. But there is one thing that I will say. My life is in your hands right now, Terry. He's gonna lie to save her, but gosh darn it. Dahlia. I will allow Mr. Falls to testify once and only once. Well then, Mr. Falls, yours will be the final testimony in this trial. Witness, I'm sorry, I apologize. Water. Please, water. Can't talk, need water. Oh well, I guess it'll have to be my coffee instead. At least it'll match the way he's probably feeling right now. Darker and bitterer than hell itself. So Dahlia was flat-eyed and, I don't know, I wasn't really paying attention. What's she love? Who Terry Falls saw. That day, at 4 PM, I stopped the car. I was in front of the bridge. She wasn't there, so I waited on the bridge. I watched my car from the bridge. I never put nobody in that car. Finally, one woman came. He stood front of me. We talked, then she left. That was Valerie, not my Dahlia. Mr. Falls, you're covering for her. Do you think she would do the same for you? That's enough, Miss Faye. His last statement was a fitting way to end the final testimony of the trial. Well then, Miss Faye, please proceed with your cross-examination. Is this how you wanted to end, Mr. Falls? Another guilty verdict to go along with your death sentence. Actually, would his death sentence still be there if Dahlia's alive? You're not being a creep, but in the front, she looks flat for no reason. As I said, man, I wasn't exactly paying attention. So I'll take your word for it. Like, I don't know, I guess you can pay attention to that stuff, right? But that's not exactly what I'm looking at. I was thinking more so at the parasol. Parasol mainly. Another guilty verdict to go along with your death sentence. There's only one person who can stop it, you, kitten. I think. But we know we fail. We already know we fail, man. This is pointless. We already know we fail. Because he's gonna be like, no, I'm sure it was her, and we're gonna fail. I know it. You were watching the car. That bridge. Other side is broken. Nobody can come from there. So, I was watching car. What else were you expecting him to do? I suppose that's the obvious thing to do, but something's bothering me. I'm getting that feeling, a contradiction. I wonder what's on the other side of the bridge anyway. No one lives there. There's a small shrine up on the mountain, but that's it. Anyway, nobody came, no car, nothing. Yeah. Okay, maybe it's gonna be the past. And then we're gonna redo this case or whatever as Wright and gonna get him not guilty. Maybe. Maybe, because it feels like it'd be way too short of a episode here, yeah. How can you be so sure? It was raining at that time, and sunset that day was at 5 o'clock. It would have already been pretty dark on that mountain at 4:30. Please, Mr. Falls, this is your last chance. You've already taken the fall once for something you didn't do. That woman. It wasn't Dahlia. Stop right there. What more needs to be said? Even if it means a death penalty, even if it means taking the blame for murder, you'll still do whatever is necessary to protect her, won't you, Mr. Falls? I know it's obvious, but he's clearly lying. He's been cursed by Dahlia Hawthorne. He'll probably go to his grave still believing in her, yeah. Man, you think this is the equivalent of the 50-year-old man dating a 12-year-old girl in Roblox? That happens. Actually, yeah, I'm actually not surprised that happens. It's creepy, yeah. Not surprising though. Heck, VR chat's probably even worse. It's like 4-year-olds being on that thing. She'll probably go to his grave still believing in her. Mr. Falls, even if you can show he's lying, the poor guy will still be cursed. You'll still have to point out the contradiction anyway. That's the curse of being a defense lawyer, I guess, yeah. Let's see if we can get info on what she looks like. And maybe from that. Mr. Falls, think carefully now. Are you certain that it was Valerie Hawthorne? I never lie. It's the truth. It was Valerie. I remember her face. Wait a minute. If you had remembered her face, then why did you make her wear a scarf as identification? Sorry. I told a little lie. What? The woman I met? She was different from woman standing here now. She was different. It was Valerie, yeah. What did you talk to her about anyway? Mr. Falls. Valerie told the truth about the kidnapping 5 years ago. He said someone needed to take the blame for it. That was all I could think to do. He said that. She said that. That's why she lied. Got me the death penalty. And were you satisfied with that answer, witness? Dahlia died. It was my fault. But I don't really remember. Maybe I did. Maybe I did push her in. It don't matter no more. Either way, my Dahlia, my sweet teen angel, dead. But you just saw that she isn't dead. After Valerie talked to me on the bridge, nothing left to live for. Can we use a hat? Maybe. At 4 PM, stop the car. Not enough information, okay. According to the note, the meeting was supposed to take place at 4:30. You certainly arrived early, didn't you? It was raining, already dark, too. You waited on the bridge for 30 minutes. Mr. Falls, Eagle Mountain, that spot, strong memories. Why did he just climb up? Could it be? He's hiding something here. Your friend learned how to hack a little, but he wasn't really using it for anything bad. So he went to Roblox and I dated a weird person. You actually didn't like him, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't suggest that on Roblox. You never know people's age. On the internet in general, you don't really know what the person really is. You uncovered his address and it with your other friend's dad. That is really strange, yeah. I don't know how to respond to that. Could it be he's hiding something here? You were quite early, so you waited on the bridge, correct? Yeah, I like waiting. I'm used to it. Here he is. Beaver boy waited 5 years to ask a single question. To find out why a woman betrayed him. To him, 30 minutes must have been like a blink of an eye. Like a blink of the eye. You were kind of confused whether to laugh or be absolutely disgusted, I'd say disgusted, man. Happy New Year. I mean, Roblox kind of given anyone who plays Roblox most of the time is a child. Save for a few. Yeah, that's... Did you tell the dude's wife? That's something probably best not to keep under wraps, you know. That's something better to talk about. From the bridge. She wasn't there, so I waited on the bridge. Never put no body in that car. Chewing on the metal ball must be bad for his teeth. Yeah, it is, but you know, he's on death row anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter though. He's on death row anyways. Ah. I pressed everything here. There's a contradiction somewhere here. Confidential material of the trunk of Fall's car. Like, how does bro have better teeth than me? Hey, maybe all the grinding he did with the metal ball made it uniform. And I just said my friend's name a lot until he unfriended me, but I already told my friend. He didn't know what happened next, but your friend is still your friend though. Did you tell the wife that her husband's trying to date underage people on Roblox? I feel like that would be something you should have brought up. Yeah. Wait a second. Yeah, that didn't work. No, it doesn't work. So when you got to the bridge, no one had arrived, huh? You waited on the bridge, you're sure of that? Supposedly, the dad of one of Love's friends, yeah, was, dating Love on Roblox. Yeah. It is strange, Colicat. It is very, very strange, yeah. You indeed. So you waited on the bridge, you're sure of that? Yeah, I'm sure. You're sure, huh? Well then I'm sure too, Mr. Falls. I'm sure that you're lying. What? I don't know, but I heard they got divorced, though I kind of feel bad, but your friend was absolutely scared. Whenever she played that game, so we just decided to meet up and play Animal Crossing and Genshin, Yeah. I mean, hopefully he was put on the list and taken away. Hopefully his internet access was taken away. Because that is some unacceptable behavior. Yeah, that's some real unacceptable behavior. Oh man. What? Oh, I would love to hear your rationale on this, Miss Faye. You want to know who arrived at the bridge first? Just look at this photo. It's perfectly clear. Obviously, the person that came first would be the one at the end of the bridge, right? But that's the victim at the end of the bridge, yeah. Precisely my point. In other words, Mr. Falls, you must have arrived at the bridge after she did, yeah. Or didn't wait at the bridge, one of those. Blah. Mr. Falls. Please don't get so worked up. We just want the truth. I got there around 4 o'clock. It's true. I had somewhere to go. A special place. Did you go to this special place before you went to the bridge? Yeah, it's an old temple about 15 minutes from the bridge. 5 years ago, me and Dahlia, we promised each other. Dramatically moves hair, yep. He gotta do it. We swore we wouldn't betray each other, yeah. She brought a memento to represent our love. A memento. 5 years ago, I hid it under the base of the tree there. It's a special memory for me. This is it. This is what I went to get. Hey, the poison bottle from last time. But I already knew it was him because I asked him one spot at his house. And I absolutely remember the spot, but I just asked my friend to help, just in case that was actually him, yeah. That's a very high coincidence, but also that's really bad. Really bad. It's a special memory for me. This is it. This is what I went to get. You accidentally put Cades to the buy, yeah. Sorry about that. This little bottle on a necklace is your memento. It's quite charming, but it looks empty. Your Honor, you heard what my client said. He arrived at the scene at 4 o'clock, but he then left his car unattended and walked away. Why are most of the people on the planet gross like that person? I mean, I don't know if most people are like that, but I would say, most people don't really have morals. They have beliefs and stuff like that, but when push comes to shove, I'd say around 99% of people would abandon their morals. You know, just normal stuff. Humans aren't exactly good by nature, humans are bad by nature. It is what it is. Humans are born to hate. And they have to learn otherwise, but even if they learn, it's still on the inside. Their humanity's still on the inside. And it will come out when push comes to shove. The evil nature of humanity, yep. No, like love's friend's father, yeah. Well. Some more. There do be a lot of weird people like that. Some people, you know, I don't know, man. They're able to... How do I explain it? Well, a second. Man. I mean, there's the law. There's the law, and people try to respect the law. And make that the moral point. But yeah, there are a lot of weird people like that. Just another evil part of humanity. While some are more violent, others are more... Oh, like that as well. I mean, not like most, but there are a lot of people that try to do that on children, yeah. Yeah. I think most people are bad. Oh man. I mean, the only difference between a philanthropist and a serial killer is what brings them joy. Simple as that. They get the cards handed to them on what they enjoy, and what they hate. They really are no different. There's another part of humanity, an evil part of humanity. Let's see, I kind of pranked. No, don't worry about it, love. But I kind of pranked him at the end. I asked my friend his number, and then we took a photo behind my PC that it's user, and I put it get wrecked, Well, hopefully he got charged, hopefully. But yeah, there really are a lot of people like that. There's a lot of, monsters. I mean, most people are monsters in their own right. It's just a matter of what part of them is a monster. Or what part makes them a monster. And some people are better at hiding it than others, gaslighting themselves that nothing is there, that they're a perfect human. When being human itself, they already have evil nature. Oh man. Anyways. But he then left his car unattended and walked away. He was gone for approximately 30 minutes. With that much time, Dahlia Hawthorne could have easily hidden the body in the trunk of his car. No. Indeed, there certainly wasn't enough time for it. I've still got a chance. Mr. Falls, there's no mistaking it, yeah. Oh, Mr. Falls. Did you just cough up blood? That's enough. Please. Witness. I promised her 5 years ago, if it ever happens, that we can't trust each other no more. Then, we're supposed to drink, bottle. Ugh. No, stop the trial. Your Honor, we need a recess. Oh no, I was stupid. Couldn't keep promise. So I did it. I drank this. Whatever poison is in there has to have some pretty good shelf life. Or half-life. It's still potent even after 5 years, has to be fairly strong. So I did it. I drink this. He's gonna die. No, you're so close. Just a little more. I was going to prove your innocence. No, don't want that. Don't trust self. Maybe kill again. Kill sweet Dahlia. Again. Mr. Falls. Mr. Armando. Thanks for the coffee. Mr. Falls! Wah, wah. And that's how we lose the case, gotcha. And so my first trial ended suddenly and tragically. It ended with no winners, only losers. I ended up with a wound that cut so deep into my soul. I thought it'd never heal. I'm sure it was the same for the young prosecutor as well. But one person, Dahlia Hawthorne, was smiling. The true criminal, Dahlia Hawthorne. Jinx did, yep. She left the courtroom with a secret smile on her demonically sweet face. And then we got her in prison later. Yes, on episode 1. We got her in prison, ha ha ha. Unforgivable, not witch. Mr. Armando, we were so close to the truth. It was right there in front of us. You were just a little too soft, kitten. It's my fault. It's all my fault that Mr. Falls killed himself. Don't cry, kitten. You're going to make my coffee all salty. I hate saying that. I really do hate saying kitten, man. I knew it. I knew I wasn't cut out for this. Mia. Don't you get it? You can't cry yet. He's shaken. He's angry. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over. Mr. Armando. No matter how tough the case, no matter how bitter the memories, they always fade over time. Then you file them away and eventually forget them. 1 year later, in this very same courthouse. Said music, I liked it though. I'm sorry that happened, love. Nice to meet ya. I thought you were called a cat. Yeah, sorry, I didn't. 1 year later, in this very same courthouse, I, myself, got wrapped up in that case. Yep. Only after that did Dahlia Hawthorne get put on trial for her crimes, yep. That's okay, at least we know what happened before something bad actually happened. Well, before something bad happened to you. It is possible that he might have done it to other people as well. Because normally when they're like that, there's more than one victim. Anyways, hopefully it was only you though, hopefully. The verdict that was ultimately handed down to her was guilty. Of course, yep. Naturally. When the verdict was read, she had a perfect, angelic smile on her face. It was finally all over. At least, that's what I thought at the time. Unfortunately, I couldn't have been more wrong. It's been 5 years, but now something has happened, and that's made me remember all this. Is she out? After 5 years? No, I get way. Burn the witch. Yes, cool, I agree. Episode 4, Turnabout beginnings, the end. What? That's it. That's it. Brand new episode has been added. That's just one heck and short chapter, heck. I mean, hey, 3 hours, not too bad. Because they do end around now. Well. In any case, guys, hope you enjoyed. And I will. Oh, out. Nah. Don't worry, they're not stupid enough to do that. This isn't Gotham City. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know if they're gonna be back or not. Because the case reminded, right, reminded, so I don't know if something might be brought up again. Bye-bye. Yeah, sorry, Cole, you came a bit late. This is usually when we end, yeah. 3 Phoenixes, Simp Phoenix, Lawyer Phoenix, and Alcohol Phoenix. I don't remember Alcohol Phoenix, though, but whatever. If someone goes to jail, they stay there, hopefully. hopefully. In any case, guys, hope you enjoy, and I'll see you all later. Peace out. It's 2 AM here. Yep. I'll see you all later. Peace out and have a good one. Goodbye. Goodbye. And goodbye.